Okay, Kim wanted to know, how concerned should I be when cecotrophes are left on the floor of their house? Okay, so your rabbit does two types of poo. One type is the hard balls, the ones that you often see in their litter tray. And the other ones are smaller and shiny, and they're like a bunch of grapes. And those are called cecotrophes. Those are the poops that your rabbit is supposed to eat directly from their bottom. And they re-ingest them to get the nutrition from it all over again. So in theory, you should never actually see those cecotrophes if your is cleaning themselves properly, is able to eat their cecotrophes, and their digestive tract is functioning correctly. You shouldn't, in theory, see them at all. If you're starting to see them, the question is, where are you starting to see them, first of all, and how often? Okay, so is it just a thing where it just happens now and again and then it's okay? Because if it is, I wouldn't worry too much. But if you're seeing it very regularly, then it's more likely to be an issue. And these are the poops that get stuck to your rabbit when your rabbit has a poopy bum, and it's stuck all around their bum and their fur. So that's where you're having a problem, is the rabbit is not eating their cecotrophes. So I think when rabbits are in here for boarding, sometimes we see the cecotrophes dropped on the floor and the rabbits are having an explore in the pet room. And that's basically a territorial behavior, because we don't see them in their pens at all or on them. And it only happens when they're having a mooch around the playroom. So I tend not to worry if I see that, because I just think it's territorial. They're very smelly. They're going around marking their territory. But if your rabbit is doing it in their own environment, in their own pen, or somewhere that they free roam all the time, or in their litter trays, then it is more of a case for concern, especially if your rabbit is bonded. So as I know yours are, Kim, because I bonded your bunnies for you. I hope they're good. Give them a nose rub for me. So basically, you are not supposed to see those at all, because your rabbit should be settled. They shouldn't be showing any territorial behaviors. If you have another rabbit in the house and you haven't bonded your rabbits together, it's possible that you might see them, because it's part of their territorial marking. So that's less of a concern. So if you're seeing it in their normal environment and it's not something that you feel is a territorial behavior, then there's something going on with your bunny if you're seeing it more than the very odd time. Like sometimes you'll see it at the very odd time if their tummy's a bit upset, they've eaten something maybe they shouldn't, or something that just didn't really agree with them. If you're seeing it very regularly, then you definitely need to try and get to the bottom of what's happening, because either your rabbit isn't eating them because they can't reach, or because something in their regular diet is not agreeing with them. Part of the reason they can be that they can be overweight, and if they're overweight, they can't reach around to eat their cecotrophes and clean their bums necessarily, which is a big reason why they end up with poopy bums. And that's actually quite serious, because they're not getting the actual nutrition from the cecotrophes all over again. So it's really important that they actually do that. It's very important for their functioning of the digestive system. And if they're not doing that, you need to find out, is it because they're overweight? Sometimes they can have arthritis or joint issues, which makes it hard for them to twist around and to eat their poops properly. So again, if your rabbit is a bit older, it could be something that's worth looking at. And I have seen rabbits with arthritis from age 3 or 4, which isn't old, but it might be worth getting checked out by the vet if you're seeing that regularly. And then the other side of it, is it something that they're eating? So quite often vegetables do upset your rabbit's stomach. Some rabbits, of course, have been taken from their moms too young, and they don't have the natural good bacteria in their stomach in the right levels that they should have. And so they have a lifetime of issues with their digestive system. But a lot of rabbits can be helped with being on the right diet, and sometimes cutting out all of the veg altogether and just switching to a high fiber diet, which would be hay, 80% hay or 90% hay, really ideally, and then 10% pellets for a few days, and see whether that helps. And if it does help, you can start gradually reintroducing the vegetables one at a time, wait for a few days, and then see whether you have any ill effects from it. And then if not, you can add something else. So there is a module in the Bunny Club called, it's an ebook, and it's introducing vegetables to your rabbit safely. And that is a good one if you've got problems with your rabbit's digestive issues. Also the poopy bum class is actually very good for this, because it helps you figure out how to do a bit of detective work about it, so that you can decide what might be the issue. So I hope that helps.